After the accident, friends and family advised us not to come back to the property. We chose to, and since that time we've made a lot of changes. My name's Anthony. Together with Helen, my wife, we have a grazing property in northern New South Wales. 2 years ago I was cutting down trees for cattle fodder during the drought, and this particular tree, I felled it and it fell in the wrong direction, and when it hit the ground the tree speared back at me. The stem of the tree where I'd cut picked me up along the way and crushed me against the stump. After the accident, I never thought I'd survive, but I'm here. Although my role on the property has diminished dramatically since the accident, after receiving help from JobAccess, I'm beginning to do a lot more things again. If I hadn't returned to the property, I would have found it very difficult to find work elsewhere. After the accident, we had to buy some specialised equipment for me to continue to work on the property. After contacting a local rural supplier, he had heard about JobAccess and suggested that I ring them, and said that they may have been able to help me with the purchase of some of this specialised equipment. I dwelled on it for a couple of weeks, and Helen eventually said to me, just give them a ring and see if they can help you out. Ever since that first phone call, my experience with JobAccess has been just phenomenal. When I made the first contact, I thought that I knew what I needed. They proceeded to send an occupational therapist out to spend the day with Helen and I, and went over a lot of different aspects of the property and what I'd asked for, and he started to make suggestions that as I progressed I may need assistance with other pieces of equipment and machinery. And at the time I didn't think I'd ever be successful at those tasks, so I just brushed it aside, and now, as it turns out, just not that far down the track, they've helped fund some of that equipment and I'm actually using it very successfully. Everybody at JobAccess, they've always made me feel very comfortable and been very supportive. Since my initial approach to JobAccess, when they helped me with a landmarking cradle, they've also helped us with the funds to purchase a pneumatic side squeeze for sheep and a tractor which can be driven fully automatically, and I can swap all the implements on the front of the tractor from the cabin. Since coming back to the property, we've had to spend a lot of money to make things more accessible for me, and the money from JobAccess has just stretched our budget so much further and is going to really get us back on our feet. So now I'm able to do a lot more around the property, driving the tractor, working in the shed, working in the sheep yards, handling sheep with tagging, landmarking, etc. I'm still restricted what I can do around the property, but I'd be a lot more restricted hadn't I got some assistance from JobAccess. It's that everyday work that I can do out on the property that's really got me to where I am now. I found it very difficult, like most people would, to ever ask or seek help. It's a really difficult thing to do, and a lot of people feel the same, but now I feel just go out there, seek the assistance and get back to your life best you can.
Since 2006, JobAccess has supported thousands of Australians with disability by organising and funding workplace adjustments to help them get work, keep work and progress their careers. Call 1800 464 800 or visit jobaccess.gov.au to find out more.